I just put lipstick on just so that I don't look washed out. But what is this? Yeah, it's weird though, because sometimes this camera, even though I have a lot of makeup already, it doesn't look I am wearing makeup. But right now, that's weird. I think it's your hair. It was white. I think it was from this. I don't know. Anyway. Are you ready to do a reading? I don't think Elle will be here because I don't know. She hasn't been replying to my text, and I'm pretty sure she's busy right now with preparations for Christmas as well. But yeah. All right, let's go. Is the music louder than my voice? Do I need to put she hasn't been replying to my text? No, it's fine. Because I'm seeing her photos. She's pretty busy. Okay. Volume levels are good. Alright. So here's the first fall. She was the one who made me write this story. And she's not here to witness it. But it's fine. She has already read this, and we co-wrote. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was like a few years ago. She was telling me to do a holiday themed. If you need, no, I mean, it was a few years ago when she said if I could create a holiday themed story, a cheesy one, you know, and I was like, I don't know, it's cheesy. Are you a Sims painting goblin, except maybe you're a writing goblin locked in a room and forced to produce level novels? No, because if I am a goblin and I'm selling books, which is not true, then alright, this is the first fall. If you want to read with me, I posted it on Inkit. Oh shit, what happened? Alright, here we go. Summary. So this is my profile. The first fall. When best friends Jamie Abbott and Elle O'Connell get into an argument over a Christmas tree, their friendship goes under the test. Jeez. What did you say? Why is it asterisk? Is that a censored word? Or did you do it on purpose? I don't think I have the let's do a line break for a disclaimer. Oh! Right. Sorry. Didn't get it. Oh god. Stupid. Jamie and Elle are totally self-insert characters, aren't they? Yeah. Well, yes. Yeah. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? Get into an argument over a Christmas tree, their friendship goes under the test. With the most celebrated Christmas coming closer, will they save their relationship from crumbles or succumb to the fiasco? To my best friend, here you are. To my best friend, since she wanted me to write a holiday themed story. So here you are. Cheese. Yeah, no part of this book may be reproduced or stored in a retrieval system or transmitted in any form or by any means, electronic, mechanical, photocopying, recording, or otherwise, without express written permission of the author. Don't forget about that, because I had two of my stories stolen from me, and it sucks, okay? So, but yeah. Your support of the author's rights is much appreciated, please. Alright, it's just a short story, but still, I put my heart and soul in it. And it's my brainchild. I'm sorry. Again, if it's morning, it's Galleon Shade. Alright. Oh god. Uh-oh. Why is it not in the middle? Sheesh. Oops. Let me fix that. Wait a minute. There you go. There, can you see it? I hope. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive their kings. Alright, I had to kind of lower it because I'm hearing it. 6 days before Christmas. Every day should always be like Christmas. Jamie Abbott hangs the frame atop the mantelpiece where anybody can see it. The crackle of wood in the fireplace fills the silence, but her thoughts, it's a season to be jolly. Then she asks herself, so why shouldn't it be every day? Yeah, why shouldn't it be? Anyway. She and her best friend Elle O'Connell haven't decorated their maisonette yet, so instead of focusing on her songwriting, she abandons it to liven up their home. She turns her record player on, blaring Christmas jazz, and places the porcelain Christmas dolls with reindeers on surfaces. She hangs twinkling lights in every nook and corner, and her memories of the times where, with her family in the Philippines, resurface. This holiday gushes crystal clear on the dawn of the first September morning. In the back seat of their car, she could see the Christmas lanterns shining in the streets whenever looking out the window. On their way home from shopping, they'd pass by thousands of flashing lights from different designs displayed for sale on the sidewalks. And a silly memory of her giggling when different versions of All I Want for Christmas and Last Christmas played anywhere they'd gone. Before settling back on the sofa to write, she plugs in the Christmas lights. The bulbs flicker alternately, giving their home more dashes of colors. Washing her hands in the kitchen, she murmurs, all we need now is a Christmas tree. She grabs her writing materials and stumps down, where nothing comes to mind. Even jazz music can help her creativity. She furiously taps her pen on the surface of her pad, grumbling under her breath and swimming in her uninspired mind. The holiday sucks her in again. Jamie believes other countries, like here, are about presents, Santa Claus, and Christmas trees. Oh, and snow. But there's no news about when it will come. There might be a lot of storybooks about Christmas, but she has read only one. She glances up behind her and sees Let It Snow by 3 authors. It was alright. I've seen numerous films though, ergo Home Alone and Polar Express. Thus, Christmas is about gifts under Christmas trees and Santa Claus. I don't know how to do Irish accent, so forgive me. James? But it should be more than gifts and Santa Claus. James! What are you doing? Asks Elle, waving a hand to her face. She squints her blue eyes at Jamie's dark chocolate ones. Did you space out again? Oh, did you space out again? Huh? She replies, snapping out of the trance. I said, James, I love what you've done to our place, she smiles, putting 2 paper bags on the kitchen counter. Oh, thanks. So instead of songwriting, you were decorating? James nodded. I'm blanking on this. How come? Elle presses, tying her lush, honey blonde wavy hair into a high bun. I've been gone for hours. Surely you've thought of something. She shakes her head, shrugging. Guess I'm juiced out. Aw, the rock god will bless you soon. Her best friend coos, giving her a one-arm hug. Okay, she steps away and takes out the groceries. Now get up and help me with these. Okay, she says, dragging her feet to the front door and getting the other bags. She takes them from the foot of the stairs. Oh, Elle calls out. And please help me with the Christmas tree. You bought one? Asked James. It's dark. Sorry, wait a minute. Asked James when she puts down the remaining bags. Yep. Oh god. Yep. Thanks again for letting me borrow Chloe. The tree is on her back, Elle says in eminent excitement while clapping her hands. Should we organize everything? Should we organize everything in the fridge first or take the tree in? Let's get everything in here cleaned up. She gestures at the groceries. Yeah, you're right. Elle giggles and starts putting canned goods in the cupboard. Oh, hey guys. Enters Caden Santiago, carrying his guitar. James, any progress? As James helps Elle place everything in order, she shakes her head at Caden. Not a bloody thing, Cade. The corner of his eyes, blue like the sky at dawn, wrinkle as he laughs, gently placing his instrument by the couch. Going English on me, huh? James throws a bag of chips at him. Whatever. Cade opens the bag and munches on sour cream flavored chips. Thanks for this. He points his thumb to the door. Elle, you bought a Christmas tree. How long will it last? Until New Year, I believe, she replies, closing the cabinet. Don't worry, it'll serve its purpose just in time for Christmas. James gasps, turning a sharp look at her best friend. You bought a live tree? Instead of watching it die on us, we can buy a plastic one. Yeah, agrees Cade. Cade agrees, chewing what's left on the bag. You're just gonna let it die? Bro, you don't live here, snaps James at Cade, making him shrug. No thanks for the support. He puckers his lip towards her, sending kisses in the air. She rolls her dark eyes, hiding her blushing face from Cade, and turns to her best friend. Seriously though, we can return the tree and go to the mall tomorrow. Mall now. And let's buy pizza, butts in Cade, wrapping the bag into a ball and tossing it into the trash bin. Nuh-uh, you're procrastinating, Elle tuts. We can do that later. I think I need inspiration from outside, reasons James. If you don't want to go with me, I'll go alone. I'll keep you company, James, winks Cade, opening his palm to her. But live trees have fragrant scent, argues Elle. It smells like Christmas. It will feel like home. I'm sure we can buy a spray can with pine tree scent, ponders James, wrapping her Slytherin scarf around her neck. There are, actually, nods Cade, putting James's knitted hat on her. He warmly smiles and curls her black hair between his fingers. My mate has one, and he uses it as perfume. James laughs, reaching for her glove. I gotta hear about this. It's not real! Elle stumps, her foot loudly on their carpeted floor, making Kate and James look her way. It won't be like Christmas, but it'll be better since we're not killing a tree, murmurs James. Kate places a hand on her shoulder, giving a gentle squeeze. Oh, since you want fake Christmas tree, let's have fake snow too! Elle crosses her arms with a hard tug. You know there's snow in a can, butts Cade. I even saw Bretman Rock's science experiment on YouTube. They put the artificial snow on in their bathtub. I suck at this. Cheers, James. Cade's smiles grow brighter. Oh yeah, maybe we can get those too. Since it's still unclear when snow will fall. Ugh. Elle throws her arms up and stomps to her room. Good luck finding where I bought that tree, she loudly says and slams her door. James grabs her car keys on the kitchen counter. Should I? You're coming with me, right? As you wish. Kate smiles and holds his gaze while James rolls her eyes. They greet the crisp afternoon and watch the buzzing cafe below their maisonette. With Kate in tow, James waves at the barista as she leads him to her pink 1941 Ford pickup truck. Want to grab a cuppa later? Asks James, just to blow some steam. As you wish, teases Kate, walking beside her. Really knock the Princess Bride line off. Oh my god, I suck at this. I'm not in a good mood. So that's why maybe. Will you knock the Princess Bride line off? She lightly punches his arm, making him laugh. It's gonna make me think you're in love with me or something. Right, alright, jeez. You don't have to be violent, James. He rubs where she has hit him, feigning pain. Despite the freezing air, her insides send shockwaves of warmth while she giggles. What's the big deal with you and Elle anyway? He asks, shoving his gloved hands in his coat. I just think it's more sustainable than buying Christmas trees every year. James shrugs, looking at the poor tree tied up on the truck bed floor. She climbs in and searches for any receipt so they can return the tree. Kate slides into the passenger seat. You know, if we return this beautiful tree, it might go into the shipper, he says, opening the glove compartment. Ah, found it. Here's his receipt. I'm sure they won't, says James with a nervous chuckle, starting the engine. Cade rests his eyes on her as they drive off to Greg's Christmas tree farm. James uses Cade's phone to track where the tree farm is, and they cruise past the tall buildings and people of the city. Cade turns the radio on and sings along, and whenever the traffic light turns red, James looks out the window. With her companion feeling the silence with his hoarse voice, she wishes she could feel the Christmas presents like her homeland has. Yes, their decorations are everywhere, and the air here is frosty, which she likes the most, unlike in the Philippines. But something's missing. I can't smell the spirit of Christmas. When they've arrived at Greg's Christmas tree farm, "Are you sure about this?" asks Cade as they watch buyers roam around the bustling establishment. Elle's right about its fragrance, though. It makes me think you and I are in a forest. His words spark inspiration in her, just the two of them in an enchanted forest. Hush. But James glares at him. Last time I checked, you're still an environmentalist. Aren't you hurt to see the trees wither? True. And I'm your best lead guitarist? He nods, beaming with pride. She makes a face. But James, Elle has bought it already. Might as well decorate and flaunt it while its needles are healthy green and can give us the fresh forest aroma. Is this really about the tree? Yes. Oh my god, your head. I can't believe you. James pinches the bridge of her nose and shakes her head. Is this really about the tree? Yes. James? Cade. They fall into a staring competition, but gazing at each other's eyes far too long has surged heat within the two. Cade sighs in defeat when he can't take it anymore. James sometimes can be as stubborn as a mule. The letter squeaks under his weight when he leans closer to her. Is this really about the tree? She backs away and lifts her shift her chin. James, will you please look at me? I hate it when you use that tone with me, she huffs. You're making me feel like a child. Well, if you're acting like one. Cade leans further. Elle too. Honestly, you guys are already, 25, 26 years old? And sometimes you two still act like teenagers. You're just a year older than me, she mumbles. Enveloping his large and calloused left hand on hers, he says, James, there must be a reason you're against Elle's idea of Christmas. And she must be going through something too. She lowers her head and smiles weakly into her chest. What about my idea of Christmas? Doesn't it matter too? Cade squeezes her hand 3 times and then draws circles on her skin. It does. James coughs. You miss your family, don't you? This statement makes her look at him, and tears form in her eyes. Even if they're a handful most of the time. I need a drink. And right when they're about to fall, she blinks them back while sucking the air through her teeth. And you hate to admit it, so you're shifting this pent-up frustrations to the poor tree and Elle. She rolls her eyes and he laughs. It's scary how much you know me. Cade slightly grins at her comment. Your family is similar to mine, so I know exactly how you feel. Mom is always shouting, my siblings bickering, and Dad mediating everything, he says with a chuckle, lounging jovially in his memory. James beams, observing how his bright ocean blue eyes and perfect smile shine in the setting skies. His tanned skin enhances beautifully at the golden hour, reminding her of how blessed she is to be friends and bandmates with this fine specimen. What is this? But though they've caused me an unintentional distress, I try to tell them every chance I get how much I miss them, especially on Navidad. And I think you should follow my sample. It's not that easy, she says, unbuckling herself from the seatbelt, and when she pulls her hand from Cade, it suddenly feels colder. Are you gonna help me return the tree? Can I sway you if you say no? I don't think so. Cade rolls his eyes, feigning annoyance. Oh, beautiful tree. I wish I could shed some light and be your savior from this wretched soul. He sighs, putting on a show. James hits his shoulders, saying, You're better off as my lead guitarist, Cade. His eyes widen while he clutches his chest. You've wanted the one who loves you, and I will never forget the pain you've caused me. Ugh, stop being so dramatic. She shoves him, and they fall into giggle fits. See how cheesy this is? I wrote this. I don't like it. Uh, where am I? Once they've calmed down, Kate says, "In all seriousness, James, please think about it. You'll patch things up with your parents if you reach out, and Elle will smile again if you save the tree from the shipper." She shrugs, still not admitting he's right. It's almost Christmas. He wraps his strong arms around her, dancing her lightly with him. Won't it be merrier if everyone's congenial? She can't help breathing in his natural musk, the tinge of vanilla soap, and smoky cologne that smells like peppermint. Am I supposed to say? Then she speaks in higher pitch. Why, Kate, you're so right! Why didn't I agree with you from the start? My goodness gracious. Please always talk like that. He chuckles, brushing his smooth cheek on her coconut-smelling hair. That was adorable. No, it's not. James wriggles from his embrace and says in her normal voice, "Ew, no way in hell I'll talk like that." He plainly moans, "No!" Hate this. Grinning, he says, "When I'm right, I'll make you talk like that away." That way again. What? When I'm right, I'll make you talk that way again. Kate, stop distracting me, she tuts and commands. We're here to return the tree. I hate his humor. I know. I know. It's so cheesy. I hate it. It is so cheesy, okay? I think the only Christmas movie that I really loved was Home Alone. Because it's not that cheesy. Yeah. Yeah. Also, Die Hard. See? Not cheesy. But I do like rom-com. Okay. Where am I? Oh god. I didn't notice the hat is gone. Where am I? We're here to return the tree. He becomes serious, and her heart skips a beat. Guess no turning back now. I'm sorry, she says in a low voice. Just imagining the tree losing its radiance hurts me. Well, if you let me, I have an idea. Okay, what is it, my legendary musician? The enthusiasm of his smile makes her giggle, while he shares what he has in his brilliant and genius environmentalist mind. Okay, next chapter. 3 days before Christmas. 'Tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved again. Elle O'Connell stares and grumbles on her bed when she reads Alfred Lord's. Oh my god, that scared me. Hello. Hi. Who was that? Oh, hi, Red. Hi. I am jumpy. Fucking hell. I lost the courage. I used to be tough. Okay? Now I'm not. I'm pussy. Hello, Red. We're just here reading my shitty Christmas story. Not shitty. Cheesy. It's so full of cheese it stinks. Okay. What am I? Where am I? Oh. Elle O'Connell stares and grumbles on her bed when she reads Alfred Lord Tennyson's words hanging from her bedroom wall. The balled-up tissues have scattered beside her and on the floor, making her room a pigsty. Her golden hair splays as she checks her phone for notifications, only seeing a message from James saying she'll be home in an hour and they need to address their issue. Her eyes filled with angry tears when she sees nothing from her boyfriend, Scott Richmond. Ugh, he didn't even check up on me. How insensitive of him. Why would I message him first? I'm not the one at fault here. It was he who put me in shame. She takes a deep breath and realizes how messy her surroundings are. If her best friend sees how neglected their home has been, their argument won't be just because of a Christmas tree. Wiping. I hope you guys are fine. And I hope you guys don't hate me from doing this. Or cringy. I know it's cringy. Cringe with me. I freaking wrote this and I'm butchering it's like, okay, now I get it. It's like my brainchild, and yet I am so mean to myself. God. Where am I again? If her best friend sees how neglected their home has been, their argument won't be just because of a Christmas tree. Wiping the tears she's creeping from James, Elle reluctantly gets out of bed to pick up her used clothes and put them in a hamper. Should write a story and get Elle to read it. She can be the one cringing. Oh, she doesn't cringe. I think she likes these kinds of things. Chris Gringle. Cringel. Cringel. Where am I going? Wiping the tears. Elle reluctantly gets out of bed to pick up her used clothes and right. She cleans their home, distracting herself from the reality of her boyfriend ignoring her. She has been waiting for Scott's message since James has decided to stay with Kate and accompanies her visiting friend Julie Gibson to the theaters and museums. Her phone vibrates loudly on the coffee table and she drops the duster, hurrying to pick it up. Since she's expecting Scott to call her, her excitement dissipates when she sees James's name on the screen. It may not be to her prospect, but she's still glad to talk to her. Bish. I hope the distance has cooled us down. James heavily sighs on the other line. I hate that we're fighting. How are you feeling? Well, if you expect me to be alright knowing the beautiful tree I've picked is gone, well, you're wrong. Elle snaps. James scoffs. Seriously? Yes, seriously, she says, placing her free hand on her waist. Okay. Elle tuts, but giggles because she imagines, oh my god, I rolled my eyes. She imagines her rolling her eyes. I'm sorry, I snapped. I've forgotten how inclined you are with your element. Oh fuck, sorry. I'm sorry too. James chokes. Just don't worry about it. Kate straightened me out. Alright, I'll talk to you later. She waves her hand in the air. I assume you're driving. The bells ring when James switches to video chat. Elle watches her talk. Kate's driving me, see? He's my loyal servant. We're almost here, Elle. Oh, we're almost there, Elle. He waves for a moment and focuses back on the road ahead. Elle smiles. Is Julie with you too? Nah, she's back at her hotel. I'll meet her later, though, James says. Elle observes the surroundings behind James and sees them passing the cafe below their place. We gotta park now. See you soon. A smile spread on Elle's face after she ends the call. Now feeling lighter for clearing the air between her and James, she's hoping Scott will do the same. God, my throat is dry. But knowing her best friend is coming home with Cade, who else is glued to her? She can't physically feel her loneliness fading away until it's so tiny she can stomp on it. She looks around and smiles at how everything sparkles dust-free. The jiggling keys and the turning doorknob makes Elle jump with joy. James sets foot on the floor and smiles sheepishly to her best friend. I'm sorry, dude. James taps Elle on her arm. It's okay. I'm sorry too. Just two best friends sitting awkwardly from each other, not quite aware of why they've blown out of proportion. Now that's now that's out of the way. Kate grunts as he heavily ascends the stairs. Can someone please help me? No, I hate it. I don't know how to do a voice. Can someone please help me? James's eyes widen, and she hurries to her bandmate. Oh crap! Soz, Kate. One of the things I miss most of the smell of Christmas trees. Oh, it does really have a smell. Christmas trees does really have a smell, huh? Yeah, I've only researched this because we don't really have pine trees. It's not available. So, yeah. Oh crap! Sozcade. Elle peers below, and the fragrance of balsam fir exudes. Sending ecstasy to her chest, she screams, "Ah!" Kate laughs, while James flinches. You have pine in the name of your country. I know. Philippines. Yeah, James flinches. Here, James smiles, helping Kate put the tree near the window. She sucks a deep breath and says, "The earthen pot made the tree heavier." Her companion blows his wavy locks away from his eyes. Yeah, but it's worth it, right? She nods happily at Kate. Elle stares in awe. Now it won't die on us, James proudly says. We asked Greg how to take care of Christmas trees, and we just have to treat it like our baby. It was my idea. I bet I can imagine him looking like this. And you know Cade in The Sims? That guy who I wanted to hug, that's him. That's the same Cade. Cade brightly beams, winding his arms around James. Oh, she nudges him in the stomach. James asks, I hope this will make you happy. Elle becomes speechless. Without thinking, she pulls her best friend into a hug. Care to fire up the Sims? Time for round 2. I don't know about that. Maybe late next year. Or, I don't know. Oh yeah, I can't be here. Maybe on 26. After, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Because I think today I will just sleep all day. Because tomorrow will be so hectic. It's 24th. And we celebrate Christmas at the 24th. And we, you know. Like, we anticipate Christmas on Christmas Eve, and we like when it's 12 o'clock, Happy Christmas, and we open gifts and such. That's how we do it. And then we'd go on the Christmas day, we'd go to the province to visit my my grandparents' grave. But yeah, it's hectic. And then on the 27th, we are going somewhere for 4 days and 3 nights. So yeah, I won't be able to use my freaking PC. Oh shit, I won't be able to play GTA. No. Yeah, we always do it every year because my sister's birthday is the 27th. So she always gets a lot. You'll have to lurk on Twitch in some streams. I might, but I don't think I will, because I don't. I mean, we're going to the province, so the signal will be non-existent. How we're going to the beach. Beaches. I mean, they will. I will stay in a hut. I will not swim in the freaking ocean. Nope. But yeah. We'll see. But, oh man. Elle becomes speechless, and where am I? Oh. She pulls her best friend into a hug, not caring how James avoids physical touch as much as possible. No swimming? No. I will not swim. I don't like swimming in the ocean. I don't want to. Like, I had so many experiences about it, and I don't want to. Maybe I'll just splash my feet on the waves, but that's it. Or like the approaching water. But that's it. I don't want to swim. I might swim in the like nighttime. I like making sandcastles. That must be fun. Beachcombing for cool stuff. Oh, I don't do such a thing. I mean, I might if I have people that I, would do such things. But I won't. I mean, in my case, I won't. Because I'm pretty sure my parents and sister will swim in the beach. I just read a book. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna burn if I stay under the sun too much for too long. I don't like it. What is this music? But yeah. Not caring about... Okay, she giggles in her short, wavy black hair, thinking maybe Kate changed her for the better. Fingers crossed. I take that we made you happy. Chuckles James, enveloping her arms around Elle. The flash of light makes the best friends step away from each other, and they see Cade holding a Polaroid with a smile so wide that his cheeks must be hurting. I can't resist, he says, giving the photograph, and they watch the image slowly appear. He gives the camera to James. Advance Merry Christmas. James laughs. For real? This is for me? He nods bashfully. No! Elle spreads her arm to separate them and lets out a yelp. No giving gifts yet. Is she saying something about figgy pudding? What do you mean? What do you mean? You're reading ahead of me. I guess. I don't know. Okay, Miss Lawyer, says James, giving back the camera to Kate. I can't wait, bro. As you wish. He winks, making her groan, and he moves to turn on the record player. Elle claps her hands and jumps excitedly, in excitement. Now, let's start decorating. She grabs and drags her best friend to get the box where the ornaments, garlands, and such are in their storage area. Completely forgetting about her surprise for James, the new box sits above the one they need to take. Oh, the new box sits above the one they need to take. What's this? Crap! What? I bought a Christmas tree, a plastic one. Oh! James amazes her when she engulfs her in an embrace again. I would never. This isn't me. It's just a figment of my imagination. Kate definitely has rubbed... Oh, shit. Kate definitely has rubbed some of his energy into her. Elle. Kate calls out from the living room. Your phone's buzzing. She perks up and hurries James to get the older box. Her disappointment returns when the name on the screen isn't Scott's, but one of her classmates asking about their reading assignments. Is there something wrong, girl? She feels James's warm palm on her shoulder. Nothing, it's just schoolwork, she shrugs, tapping a response to her classmate. She sighs when she puts the phone down. What? She claps her hands again. Come on, let's dress up this lovely... Oh, fuck. Come on! Let's dress up this lovely Christmas tree. Yeah. 3 days before Christmas, part 2. The blaze crackles on the hearth, and Neville's Waltz by Patrick Doyle plays in the background. Elle and James, with Cade, merrily put the finishing touches on the fragrant Christmas tree. They hang meaningful ornaments and shiny Christmas balls, stud the tree with artificial poinsettias, then carefully place gorgeous Yuletide lights around it. Though the air is light and festive, seeing James and Cade teasing and laughing with each other makes Elle's sadness slither back into her skin. James notices when Elle quickly wipes the tears rolling down her rosy cheeks. Seriously, does Scott want me to chase after him after what he has done to me? Silently scowling, her heavy heart dares to knock on her knees. She hides behind the tree and says, I bet you want to watch Holiday Inn later. Speaking of Holiday Inn! Shit! I have Christmas traditions! I watch Holiday Inn. Fred Astaire, of course. Yes, you know me so well. You know me well. I can't resist Fred Astaire's charming dance moves and singing voice. James giggles. I've already given her the DVD, smiles Cade, glancing at James's way as he hangs her saxophone ornament. Honestly, I want to watch Love Actually instead, but her wish is my command. James gasp. Oh, James gasp, ignoring his side comment. Ooh, I bet Julie would like to watch it since all you need is love was the song in the wedding scene. Elle nods absent-mindedly. Not a romantic comedy. But now I think of it, Holiday Inn is one. Ugh, James and her obsession with musicals and rom-coms. She hasn't noticed she's shaking her head with a despairing grin. But Elle? James stands next to her and rests a hand on her shoulder. I saw some glistening on your cheek. Tears of joy, I hope. Cade senses the two need their privacy and heads to the stairs, saying, I'll buy us snacks and coffee from the cafe. He wraps James's slithering scarf around him. An English breakfast tea for Buttercup. Oh yeah, at this time I was so obsessed with The Princess Bride. Elle giggles when James throws a small pillow at him. The force shakes the tree. Cade sends her kisses instead of throwing the pillow back, making her best friend blush furiously when he's out of sight. Why can't these two admit they like each other? She internally rolls her eyes. You know, the attraction's so palpable, it's brighter than the moon in daylight, banters Elle, crinkling her eyes while she smiles. Yeah, right. James blows a raspberry. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't know how to do that. Don't try to divert my attention from your sad face. Did something happen? She chokes before speaking. It's okay. Take your time. James gently strokes her back. Elle's shoulders shake as the tears she's trying to control flow down her cheeks. She takes a deep breath while James leads her on the couch. It's Scott. He happened. What do you mean? The day I brought the Christmas tree, he broke up with me. What? What the why? Elle shrugs. I have no idea. She buries her face in her hands, muffling the words she's saying. He was having the prideful moments again and took it out on me. She was saying how hurt he was because I hung up on the call. I hung up the call. I had the right to do so. How come? Her glassy blue eyes stare at James. His father didn't know I was on video chat with Scott, and he insulted my mom. She grabs a tissue and blows her nose. I can't do it. And my lovely boyfriend didn't defend her for my sake. She gulps air before continuing. Making me hang up the call. How would you react if someone did that to your family? Of course you'd be angry. She gave me everything I needed, cared for me, and loved me with her whole being. And to hear someone insulting her made me snap. Of course, your feelings are valid here. Elle looks up and James... Fuck. Elle's look up and sees James' face go red in anger while balling her fists on her knees. She closes her eyes and takes a deep, long breath. Gritting her teeth, she says in a calm but tense voice, "What happened next?" "Nothing." Elle chokes again, burying her face in her hands and sobbing all the pain from her grieving heart. What should I do? James wraps her in a tight hug. You know what, Elle? He's not worthy of you. If he thinks that way, what kind of a guy is he to let go of such a precious, well-read, and proper girl like you? Elle wipes her tears away, listening intently to James's uplifting words. He doesn't own up to his mistakes. He makes you feel like crap. And to top it all, he has the nerve to be angry. What kind of a douche is that? Elle laughs, shrugging. I don't know. Maybe he's stupid. That's right, he is a moron. But despite being cheered up by James, the pain doesn't subside. It's gonna be okay. She strokes her back. This is a blessing in disguise, I'm sure of it. But I love him, and I know he loves me too, subs Elle. Well, what a messed up way to show his feelings for you, comments James. Take deep breaths. I know you'll get through this. You're one tough cookie. Do you remember when you fought back after Sarah teased you in class? This is a true story, by the way. God, we were 13, and she was like, and so? Oh my god. It was so funny. I was like, ooh, okay. And then Sarah was like, what did you say? And Elle was like, I said, so what? So sassy. Oh, I love it. We were 13 or 12 years old. We were so young. Okay. Elle rolls her eyes. That was different. Well, she was huge. She laughs. Well, she was huge. She was huge. She laughs, then sighs. No wonder you got angry when I wanted to return the tree. It was the only thing you could control. My stupid ass hurt you more. Elle giggles despite tears. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have taken it out on you, too. On you. Oh, on you. Me too, really, she says and embraces her. I took my frustrations on you and the tree. Cade saw through my facade and told me he knew I missed my family. I bet Cade plays Quidditch, says Elle, pulling herself from the hug. She wants to laugh so bad while James look at her in confusion. 'Cause he's a keeper. She groans. Ugh. I told you that pun years ago. It's odd to hear from you. Elle laughs, feeling much better now since she tells her best friend her sorrow. Thanks for lending me an ear. Bish, you're always welcome. I wonder what's Kate's taking so long. James shrugs and says, maybe the cafe is jam-packed with hipsters. LOL. Yeah, she's a tough cookie, I swear. Like, I have rage, but she has... I don't know. Elle rolls her eyes while giggling. Psh, I bet he's getting you one last minute surprise. As if... What? You stayed with him for the past couple of days, so clearly he got no present to give you. James nods. That might be true. I hope you finished your song already. I bet Mason and Gus drilled you because they were tired of you. Oh, tired of waiting for you, and Cade saved your sorry ass. Ours. Alright. In this story, Elle is Irish, and I can't do Irish accent, obviously. I can't even change my voice. James sheepishly smiles. I only have 2 verses, but I swear, we already have melody, chords, and tone. Take your time. It'll eventually come. Thanks. I'll show you. I'll show them to you. Maybe you can help me? Okay. Elle pulls James into the embrace again before they go back to the tree to place the angel or star. Asks James, showing the beautiful porcelain angel and bright star. Stupid traditions and stupid cultures and traditions. You pick. I've never put angel on top, so why not? Alright. They step back to appreciate their tree, and James plugs in the lights. The fragrant Christmas tree glows and sparkles. Kate's back. Elle giggles beside James when the noise from the crowd outside becomes louder because their front door opens. Biblically accurate and unfathomable. Angel for real. What do you mean? What does that mean? Biblically accurate, unfathomable angel for real. Without fathom. Unfathomable. God, okay. Whoa, it's beautiful, he says, holding a cup carrier and a paper bag of snacks. He places them on the coffee table and stands next to James. Why is there a sock hanging on the tree? Shouldn't it be on the fireplace? James nudges him on the side. It's how we did it, okay? We didn't have fireplaces in the Philippines, so shut up. Elle laughs. I can feel it already. It'll be a great Christmas. I guess. Have you seen the images of angels as described in the Bible in scripture? Wheels of eyes and wings and flames, not cuties in dresses with bird wings. Really? Chucked a picky in Discord. Oh, okay. Let's see. Come, let's rejoice. Oh my god! That's disgusting. Ew. I mean, we usually put star in it anyway. Like, you can see it. Alright, the smell. Oh, the day before Christmas. That's tomorrow. Something for everyone. Ew. No. Ew. Yuck. Ew. No. The day before Christmas. The smell of sugar cookies in the oven lingers under their noses, while Julie helps James since it's her first time baking Christmas cookies. They're now beating colorful frostings for the decorations. Hey, Julie, what if I add cinnamon? Asked James, holding the bottle of crushed spice. I seriously love the smell of it. Julie crunches her face. You can, but not too much. You might not like the overpowering taste of it in the end. I suggest cinnamon sugar instead. Okay. You know better than any of us anyway. She giggles and sprinkles a little on the frosting batter. It smells so good, Elle says, breathing in the aroma of fresh cookies. She wants to help, but she keeps messing it up. She keeps messing up the mixture, so James and Julie give her simple tasks like cleaning or using the cookie cutter. Now she's wrapping the gifts she hasn't yet. Watching her wrap the presents, James remembers her mom does the same. Does it on the day before Christmas too. And it doesn't make sense because everyone will open them by the evening. James laughs. What? Elle bashfully smiles. Am I doing it the wrong way? Oh, am I doing it the wrong way? No. James shakes her head. I'm lazy when it comes to those, so I give them as is. Elle nods and shakes her head at how ridiculous she can be. I know. Jolie chuckles, getting the cookies from the oven. It's unusual Kate isn't next to you, James, she says playfully, nudging her sides. I don't know where he is, she replies, pushing the frosting into piping bags. James changes the subject, grabbing the tray of cookies. Oh God, she says. Let's put them in the fridge for a few minutes to cool them down, and then we can start piping. Am I right? Julie nods at her. Elle claps joyfully, abandoning her unwrapped gift. Can I help? Julie hesitantly glances at James. Well, she's good with designs, she whispers as they watch her quickly cover the box. What? As they watch her quickly cover the box with newspaper before hurrying to them. Kate's voice echoes from outside. Here you go, $10 each. Then scatters of thank you from kids reach them. Have a great Christmas. Very generous of you, Kate, James comments when he enters with a bright smile enough to outshine their stunning Christmas tree. They were singing carols. They played flute and everything. And frankly, they were good, he says with vigor, getting out of his thick coat. Oh. It gives me an idea, James. What if they join us in recording the song? I'm sure Gus and Mason won't mind at all. James freezes, forgetting about her task. Uh-oh. I've changed a few, so Gus needs to know the beat and Mason has to learn the bass lines. Elle facepalms herself. She hasn't done anything. Oh. She hasn't done any writing, Kate. I'm telling you, she keeps procrastinating. Exhibit C. She gestures at the two. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Alright. She gestures at the two. Exhibit C. And what were exhibits A and B? Asks Kate, grinning at James, who rolls her eyes. Elle crosses her arms. Yesterday they went to Christmas markets and didn't buy anything. James and Julie laugh. I think they only went for the free food and drinks. Well, the brownies with hazelnuts were just... James moans, eyes closed, reimagining the taste in her mouth once more. Elle shakes her head, and they watched Elf. Come on, says Julie with a grin. I'm giving her some inspiration by doing Christmassy stuff. That's why we make cookies instead. James shows her teeth, making Kate and Elle shake their heads. Well, Kate shrugs. One thing I know about James is her mind's like a machine. Her mind's a machine when the rock god blesses her with inspiration. So I believe in you, Buttercup. Thanks, you weirdo. Kate bows dramatically. As you wish. Did you get the tickets? Asked James, pointing the piping bag at him. Greens. 4 tickets for It's a Wonderful Life, milady. I still can't believe you haven't seen this film, James. It's a classic. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Elle says as Julie guides her in the decorating the snowman cookie. Different traditions, my friend, she shrugs, piping and recreating Westley. She quickly glances at the unaware Kate, who's putting the newly gift-wrapped things under the tree. The film will start in an hour. Might as well get lunch before going there, says Kate, approaching the kitchen. Okay, we'll just finish up here, says Elle. Yeah, then let's skate in Central Park. James smiles excitedly at Julie. She wants to go there. Sure, why not? Kate equally says excitedly. As long as it'll help her write a song, murmurs Elle. Oh, these are about done anyway. Yep, chimes Julie. She turns to James. I don't mind you and Kate sitting next to each other at the theater. I'll keep Elle company. James's jaws drop at her suggestions, but before she can protest, Elle, Julie, and Kate are ready to leave. What the fuck? Hey, wait for me! Seriously, why can't James face her attraction to the adorable Kate? Get on with it already. I don't know. I wrote this. I hate it. I don't hate it. It's just so weird. It's cringy. It's cringy ass. Fuck. The film makes James miss her family. Get on with it. The film makes James miss her family as she cries like a baby. When they leave the theater with smudged mascaras and holding tissue balls, they head straight to Central Park, giving James's heartbeat a hard thump. Kate slithers his arm around her waist. When they make their way to the artificial ice rink, Julie nudges Elle after noticing the two looking cozy with their faces flushed with redness. Elle tries her best not to squeal in delight, and Julie giggles alongside her. Will you two knock it off? Demands James, not pushing Kate away this time. Her phone suddenly vibrates in her pocket, and he smiles at her foolishly. What? Just answer the call, he says, pressing his lips on her forehead before joining Elle and Julie. James takes her phone and sees her mom asking for a video chat. She slowly walks and answers the call. Hey, baby loves. Her dad's face fills her screen. His beard has gone gray, but his dark eyes stay the same, warm and loving. His laughter silences the noise around her. How's my grumpy daughter? Dad, protests James with a laugh. Dad? Her mom appears on the screen. Who are you? Are you eating healthy food? Where are you? Where's Elle? Mom, stop bombarding me with questions. She laughs. Stop bombarding me with questions. She laughs, making people glance her way. Do you have a boyfriend now? She pushes. Mom! Elle saves her. Hey, Auntie. How are you, Mr. A? Elle, darling, it's so good to see you. James's mom coos. Tell me, does Jamie have a boyfriend now? Oh God, Mom. Elle takes the phone and shows Kate to her parents. They're not dating, but it's crystal clear they like each other. Julie walks beside James and giggles. Nervous? Just a little. James confesses. I don't talk to my parents much, and now they're talking to Cade. Well, now's a good start for that, smiles Julie. James is superb, Auntie. Do you know she can write a song for just a few minutes? Well, my mom's a gossip. Yeah, she is a gossip. Elle's voice roars as she and Cade talk to her parents. It's not that good, though. James murmurs to Julie, who laughs. Alright, give it here. Elle returns her phone with a gleeful laugh. We're just gonna skate for a while, and then maybe buy some stuff for dinner, James says to her parents, and she sees them hanging on the front lawn cooking barbecue. Yeah, that's tradition. Okay, honey, Merry Christmas. Her dad beams. Call us anytime, okay? Chimes her mom. And Cade seems like a nice guy. He chatted with us a few days ago, saying that you missed us even though you didn't want to admit it. James rolls her eyes to hide the forming tears. Whatever. Take care, you two. Where are the others? Where's Ronan? Oh, she and her cousins went to buy more drinks. They'll be here soon, her dad informs. Oh, okay. Tell them I say hello. Oh, we're at the skating rink. Talk to you guys later. Take care, you two. Take care too, okay? Eat vegetables and sleep on time. Yeah. Her Christmas. James waves and hangs up the call, smiling. Cade embraces her and says, Was that so hard? James elbows him, whatever, and hides her smile. Come on, guys! Elle beckons them to walk faster, and Julie hands them their skates. Come on, you guys, slow pokes! Christmas Eve. Okay, how many chapters do I have, actually? 8. Okay, this is chapter 6. Christmas Eve. Cade helps James with dinner, and Elle lights up a thick candle on the window sill, while Julie checks on the roast turkey. White Christmas plays on the TV, but everyone's preoccupied with their last-minute Christmas organizing. Shoot, I forgot bourbon! Elle covers her mouth, looking at the fruit drinks. What for? James asked, stirring the pasta sauce. Eggnog, of course! Julie says, placing the turkey in the center of the table, and turns to Elle. I can't believe we forgot to buy liquor! Elle grabs her winter clothes. Let's go before our friends arrive. Julie follows her when the door clicks. Cade smiles at James. They finish decorating the table with mouth-watering food and kid-friendly drinks. Why are you looking at me like that? James leans back. Cade shakes his head. Nothing. You look so pretty without your rock chick getup. So you're saying I'll look ugly when I'm in my usual outfit? She arches her eyebrows. He laughs. Oh, come on. I'm just saying you look pretty without much makeup, that's all. What a line, Cade. She laughs with him. Cade bashfully smiles. Do you think they'll be out for a while? James nods, checking her wristwatch. Yeah, I am sure last-minute shoppers will swarm every shop in the city. Like yesterday, it was... I told you guys I would be out for like 30 to 45 minutes, but I got home an hour later. An hour and 30 minutes later. Do you think they will be out? Yeah. Last minute shoppers will swarm every shop in the city. Wanna go to the Rockefeller? It's so close. It's so close you two don't take advantage of it. Dude, she's a law student and I'm a musician. We're always busy. But since we have a spare time before our friends arrive, we can go now. As you wish. Cade grins, and he helps her get in her coat. Your brain might explode with ideas when we get there. He wraps her scarf around her neck and brushes her cheek with the back of his hand. We'll see about that. I'm excited to see your face when I give you my present. James enthusiastically says. Scratch that. I want to see the look on everyone's face when I give them my gifts. Kate laughs and holds her hand, sending fuzzy feelings within. He twirls her under his arm and pulls her closer. Me too. I bet you'll squeal. I highly doubt that. Beautiful lights and visionary shows swallow them as they arrive at the Rockefeller Center. James drags Kate and gets closer to the well-lit Christmas tree she has only seen in the movies. Oh wow, she breathes. Pointing at the skating rink, she gasps and says, Harry Styles was there in the Night Changes music video. Kate looks lovingly at her, seeing the newly found light in her eyes. Good thing I brought a pencil and small notepad, he says, digging into his pockets. Her bare hand brushes against Kate when James takes the pencil and notepad from him. The heat flows like a river. I have a phone where I can write my notes. Kate shrugs and curls her hair behind her ear. Oh my god, space! Personal space, please. He chuckles. But like your brain, your writing hand is unstoppable when you hold a pen. It's kind of true. James's already pink cheeks flush more as they gaze at each other's eyes. An earthy brown, seeing the color of the ocean after a storm. Why do you know me so well? Is it wrong? She shakes her head and with a smile. It just means you see me, even when my head hangs low in the sea of crowd, and it makes me feel special. Kate confirms her acquiescence by gently kissing her cheek. Her soft lips linger on her skin. His breath brushes her and she hears him breathing her fragrance. Warmth surges them in the frigid breeze. James gasps. She sharply steps back from Kate and whips the notepad to start writing. He laughs and lets her take her time. He pulls her close and leads her to a bench. Under the million bright lights, Kate watches her furiously scribble down the lyrics she has in her mind. As James writes, his presence next to her is comforting. She looks at him in wonder. He is contentedly observing their surroundings. She closes her eyes and takes a deep breath, facing the night sky, when she feels a snowflake land on her forehead. Her companion grabs her arms and intently says, "It's finally snowing!" She laughs because he shoots up from his seat and jumps up and down like a kid getting the newest candy in a sweet shop. While the snow glistens and glows in the lights of Rockefeller Center, her imagination grows and goes back to writing, with Kate opening his arms and dancing to the music from the skating rink. The first fall. Sorry, I had to step away for a second. Have James and Kate made out yet? Did I miss it? No, nothing. You didn't miss anything. They just went to Rockefeller Center and Kate gave James a notepad and pencil so that she can write. And yeah, that's Pete. This is slow burn story. I know, I strive in slow burns. I don't know why. I like the thrill. And then I get so bored when they finally together. That's why. Bet she'd like to rock his. Oh my god! Can I add that quote? Quote. Add quote. Oh my god. Did it work? I guess not. Why is it not working? Sheesh. Mix it up has space between quote. Can you do it? Mix it up has space between quote and add. Quote. Add. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, that's stream elements. Maybe it's... Huh? Whatever. God damn it. Ah, funny. Tonight I'm gonna have myself a real good nap. Alright, walking back to her place, Cade greens as James and says, I knew you could do it. Thanks for making it possible, she says confidently. I wouldn't have done it without you. He nods and teases her with his perfect smile. As they come down from the high of their stroll, they see Scott waiting in front of their door. She glances at Cade, who shrugs. Scott? James asks when they're near him. What are you doing here? Elle wasn't answering any calls, so I did the right thing and showed up at her doorstep, he says matter of factly. So I did the right thing and showed up at your doorstep. Okay. Is she in there? I can see the candle burning. He points at their window. Is she ignoring me? God, this guy's paranoid. And oh crap, we left the place with a lit candle. James shakes her head and shrugs. She's with my friend. They're buying liquor. Guess the store is crawling with shoppers. What kind of friend? He skeptically looks at her, down at her. James narrows her eyes, trying to control the urge to roll them. Chill, bro. My friend's a girl. They'll be here when they've got the wine and such. Cade gets in between them because Scott looks livid. James opens the door, but when Scott's about to enter, she stops him. Don't you think it'll be more romantic if she sees you standing here and waiting for her? Scott stops and thinks. James arches her eyebrow. Yeah, you're right. He nods, smiling faintly. When she closes the door, stay there! And stay there in the cold, jerk, she says slowly, making Cade roar in laughter. She nudges him to shut up, and they head up to the living room. A few minutes later, some of their friends arrive in pairs. Why am I holding this? In pairs? Oh, Cade cranks the volume, filling the soiree with upbeat Christmas music. The guests enjoy some food and drinks on the table and countertops. James sees Mason strangely push back hair and Gus's bright blazer. She approaches them, saying, "Oh my gosh, you guys! I finally finished the song. I can teach you the changes. We can record it tomorrow." That's great, James. But I can't wait. Mason waves his hand. Yeah, dude, says Gus. Besides, Cade gave us a heads up. Nods Mason. We might tweak a few of your lyrics. Would that be fine? James hugs her bandmate, shocking them both. Yay! Thank you. What the heck did you drink tonight? Gus pushes her away, laughing. Mason hugs her tightly and sways her with him. It makes sense he's super friendly because he's best friend with Cade. She giggles and taps his arm. Okay, you'll make me hurl. Gus laughs and sips his hot chocolate. Mason then points to the entrance of the living room. I have to know who's the gorgeous girl who just walked in. They turn to look at the entrance and then Gus Wolf whistles. It's my friend Julie. She giggles and hits Gus in the stomach with the back of her hand. She's already in a happy committed relationship, so don't even try. Well, what a lucky person then, he remarks. I still want to befriend her. It's safe to say she's awesome because she's friends with you. James bows gratefully at her bandmates and then beckons Julie to come and join them. Someone wants to meet you, our drummer, August Jackson. He extends his hand. Nice to meet you. Julie smiles. Likewise. Gus shyly beams. And our bass guitarist, Mason Maxwell. Wow. Hello. The less formal of the two waves. Oh, hi. That's cool. I used to play bass, but I don't anymore. Oh, you should play again, encourages Mason. What kind of bass lines did you play before? A lot of the Beatles. She smiles shyly. Nice! Gus's eyes light up. He's a massive fan of theirs as well. I can't believe James isn't playing any of their Christmas songs. Okay, I'll leave you guys for now, James says, hurrying away. You're just running away from the fact, James. Gus playfully teases her. Sorry, I wasn't part of their official fan club in the 60s, and sorry because my parents weren't even born yet. James shrugs with a mocking smile, making them chuckle. I'll just plug my phone in, Julie suggests with a gleeful expression. James walks beside her as she heads to the record player. Where's Elle? She's pouring drinks in the kitchen. Julie points her thumb. Okay, I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to her. Go ahead and mingle. I will. I sense Gus is one of our kind. James laughs, and they separate ways for now. Have you straightened the crease with Scott? Elle dumps liquor in the punch bowl with a grumble and sour face. The idiot had the nerve to... Ah! A few of their friends give them privacy and head to the living room at Elle's outburst. James takes her into her bedroom. Take deep breaths. She inhales and exhales with her. Elle does so, and she calms down a bit. She strokes her broken-hearted best friend's back. What happened? Did you make Scott leave? He's still in the cold, she says bitterly. Alright, tell me what happened then. Maybe I can help. What was that? It's okay. I'll talk to him now. Good luck. Elle throws her a sad but decisive smile and grabs her coat before heading out in the snow. The moment before Elle and Julie entered the party, the Christmas spirit in Elle's face vanished when Julie pointed to the guy in the black leather jacket with neat combed hair in front of the door. Anger, irritation, and pain washed over her veins when she saw Scott freezing his bits off and grumbling as he tapped his foot. Julie figured it was the ex-boyfriend by how Elle glared at him. Trying to escape the strange, awkward air, she said, I'll meet you inside. Nope, Elle said boldly. I'm coming with you. Julie threw uneasy glances at her, and when she raised her chin and ignored Scott as they walked through the door. Elle had no time for excuses, letting Julie in first to close the door in his face. If he was a kettle, she could hear the whistle coming out of his ears, since his infuriated self stopped the door before it shut on him. As if Scott's eyes were popping out of his sockets, he said, How inconsiderate of you to walk past me and shut the door to my face when I made an effort to see you in the cold. She took a deep breath and arched her eyebrow, tilting her her head slightly to the side. Lost in anger, she pushed the door open. "Excuse me?" "Yeah, that's right. How unfair of you, little Miss Perfect." He spat on her open-mouthed face and rolled his eyes. Elle let out a burst of derisive laughter, placing down the box with bottles of liquor she was holding. "Unfair? I'm unfair to you?" she scoffed and distanced herself from him. "We're in this situation because of you and your dad." "Dad again?" Elle crossed her arms. "Then what are you doing here?" "Because I want to be with you in Christmas." "Is that seriously hard to believe?" The usual Elle would feel moved by his sweet talking and charming smile, but not this time. Talk to me when you finally acknowledge your mistake," she said, walking past him. She picked up the box and headed upstairs, shutting the door behind her. After getting checked by James, Elle steps out. Her facial expression is as cold as the weather. She watches Scott rubbing his hands together and fidgets on the piling snow. "I'm surprised you're still here," she says mockingly. "I thought the distance would knock some sense into you, but no! You told me we should break up!" She scoffs. "I didn't understand why I felt it was my fault when I didn't do anything wrong." "You know I always do that. Yet you agreed," he says defiantly. "And you hung up on me. You know how much I hate that." "Because I was hurt. You didn't defend my mom from your father, Scott. If you truly loved me like you always said you would have. But it was so easy for you to drop everything." The commotion outside alarms James and Kate, so they take a peek from her bedroom window while letting Julie, Mason, and Gus entertain the others. Paul McCartney's Wonderful Christmas Time blares inside the living room, so James slightly opens her window to hear what's happening. "My family saw you disconnected the call. It was so disrespectful. Did you know how humiliated I was?" Scott billows. Elle's large blue eyes widen at the audacity. "Wow!" She claps her hands. "I'm so sorry your ego got bruised. I kept calling you, but you rejected me every time," he reasons. "You're so full of it. You think so highly of yourself you don't see who you hurt." James gasped upon hearing that. "Oh, you sick son of a bitch." Cade wraps his arms around her, sensing she'll attack Scott. I know how frustrating it is, but she's the only one who can handle this. "Okay, you're right, but..." She balls her fist. "I just want to choke this jerk." Kate laughs while soothing her by stroking her arm and her hair and arm. "Me too, but he's not worth it." From outside, Elle stumbles, letting the discriminating comment go because it's so low she doesn't want to stoop to his petty level. "He didn't think there was a reason why I did it." "I didn't think there was a reason why I did it? You didn't tell me why." So my anger was fed by you ignoring me," he huffs. "You don't get it. I was infuriated already and then you did that." So I'm not allowed to be angry and feel hurt, but you do? Why am I always the one forgiving? Why am I always the forgiving one when you don't have the guts to be patient with me? Why are we talking about this again? It's over already. We've addressed who's at fault before cooling off. Elle's vision becomes red due to her fury. Your feelings always matter. What I feel isn't important like yours. Your anger's the only thing valued in this relationship. Why are you saying these things? Did James influence you to say stuff like that? Scott's face becomes redder, and the tone of his voice is threatening. She doesn't have anything to do with this, and it's about you and me. Elle walks further from him, as if readying herself to pounce his bony ass. Why does it feel like what I've done is a huge deal? I've changed for you, haven't I? And for what? Just for you to hang up and ignore me? He scowls. If you don't get it, why are you here? To snap at me, huh? She menacingly steps closer. Did you think I'd fall over head over heels that you showed up in my doorstep like some Taylor Swift song? You thought everything would be magically okay because you waited in the cold so you could see my face again? Nuh-uh. She lifts her index finger and waves it sideways. This is so weird. If you thought I would, you were wrong about everything. Scott's lost for words. She declares, I'm sick with your lies. What the fuck? I'm sick with your lies, emotionally manipulative ways, and love bombing. She smiles victoriously. I'm over being your safety net. If you still think I'll come running to you and your sad puppy dog eyes, you better leave and stop ruining my evening with the people who deserve my attention. Keep feeding your ear somewhere else, why don't you? Scott, sorry, back again. Kissing yet? No! I'm doing my best performance with the argument. Well, in this line, Scott comes back. And then he's trying to get, Elle. He's trying to win Elle back. But he was not addressing what really the problem was. And this really happened too. Yeah. What happened now? What? Scott looked baffled and James win her back and he bloody dumped her just prior. Yeah. Yeah, it's so weird, isn't it? I'm sick with your lies. Emotionally manipulative ways and love bombing. I don't know. Keep feeding your ego as somewhere else. Why don't you? This is what she said. Cold feet, Scotty. Scotty doesn't know that. You know what I mean? Scott looks baffled and James pumps her fist upwards in victory. Yes, queen! She whispers fiercely, making Kate chortle beside her. All you had to do was admit your mistakes, apologize to me, and let me decide if you were still worthy of my time. But no, she continues. You decided to show up and manipulated me into thinking you were the victim here. Okay, he says, extending his arms in surrender. You're right. I've come here to apologize and take you back. I'm sorry. Good as a start. Good. That's a start. Can we please get back together? Elle laughs. If you don't see why I'm upset, then you're a lost cause. I think you're the one who'll cure my pride. Buddy, I'm not your medicine. Please leave. You're making me and my guests uncomfortable. Scott doesn't move, but he's on the verge of tears, realizing he has lost her. James runs to the living room and waits for her best friend. Elle shrugs at the dumbfounded Scott and walks away, leaving him in the cold. She rests her back on the closed door and lets the tears run down her cheeks. What a relief. She takes a deep breath, smiling proudly to herself. James rushes and wraps her arms around Elle when she finally enters the living room. She screams, I'm so proud of you! Elle laughs and cries in her arms. I couldn't believe I stood up to him. Girl, you were fierce! James pulls away and snaps, you own it! Elle laughs and wipes her tears away. I should have done this sooner. I feel so much lighter now. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. She pulls her in again. The best friends enjoy their time with their friends, dancing, eating, drinking, and laughing. When the clock chimes at midnight, everyone greets one another a Merry Christmas, and since James is the host, she lets the gift exchange going on. The two receives a lot, and they give just the same. Elle gives James the first edition of Daddy Long Legs. James shrieks when she opens it. Ah! My God! Yeah. Yeah, I would kind of react if someone actually gave me a first edition of my favorite book, so. Oh my God! She laughs before giving Julie a titanic trinket, making James feign jealousy, and for Kate, a mistletoe with only one berry and a note saying, "Go for it." James gives Elle a beautiful pink fleece blanket since she wants one. "It's so soft." Elle caresses the fabric. "It's warm." "You broke her," Julie banters. "And for you," says James, giving her a vinyl record. "Please handle it carefully. That one's hard to find." Julie unwraps the paper and becomes shell-shocked to see a rare vinyl Christmas album of the Beatles that has been distributed exclusively to their fan club in the 60s, with their sign and everything. "No freaking way, dude! Where did you manage to get one?" "It dies with me," shrugs James, beaming at her ecstatic American friend. "Why? What is it?" Gus gasps when he sees the record. "I should be friendlier to you." She continues giving gifts to her special ones and then lastly to Cade. "I told you their faces will be surprisingly happy," she says, handing the present. "Wait till you see what I have for you." He smirks, opening the bag to see a white hardbound version of The Great Gatsby. "Oh, wow." James giggles. "Told you so." "Thanks for this." Cade smiles gratefully. With the mistletoe in his pocket, he offers his hand to her while the other holds his present, hiding it behind him. "I want to be the only one to see your reaction if you let me." "As you wish," she teases and lets him pull her to the hallway. "So?" He hands her the present. "What's this?" she asks, tearing it open. It's a leather slipcase edition of The Princess Bride. "Oh, thank you." Now I understand why you kept acting like Wes. Knowing it's the perfect time to show the mistletoe, he does it. Heart pounding inside her chest, she blushes and gazes at his pink, plump lips. "So, you have another present for me?" "There's only one berry," which means, he points out, "I'm the one." Ah, cheesy as fuck, Cade. Under the mistletoe. There you go. Are you seeing this, Gorgonson? Under the mistletoe, Cade slowly leans in, and James stands on her toes to meet him halfway. Electricity shoots in their veins when their lips touch. Passionately and sensually, they kiss one another with a rhythm only they can understand. "Merry Christmas," Cade says, pulling slightly away. "Feliz Navidad." Get the plump pink lips. She smiles and urges him to touch her tenderly with his lips one more time. Oh my God. Hi, dead shop man. We're almost done. What is Feliz Navidad, Caden? She smiles and urges him to touch her tenderly with his lips one more time. They catch their breaths and giggle before heading back to join the others. "This is true love. You think this happens every day?" he whispers in her ear. She playfully rolls her eyes. "Sure, Wesley." You two started 7 minutes in heaven already?" accuses Elle, pointing at them, and everyone laughs. "Then let's continue the party." James whoops, turning the volume higher. Julie hugs James. "Seriously, thank you for this," showing the album. "Of course. I know it'll be in your collection." She winks. The Christmas trees represent Elle and James. The live one with great aroma and radiant needles shows Elle loves everything full of life like hers, while the plastic one shows James prefers everything to be long-lasting, not only with material things but also with the people she lets in her life. The best friends' hearts surge with love and warmth, celebrating the holiday with their friends, and both can't wait for more Christmases to come with the special ones they've found. Merry Christmas. Ah, Christmas Day. Happy Christmas! Elle happily shouts, entering the living room with stretched arms. What the heck do you do on Christmas Day? Asks James, eating leftover turkey. Kate, Elle, and Julie laugh at how she said it. What? Because in my homeland we visit our other relatives and drive long enough to call it a road trip. You've got a lot to learn, my buttercup. Kate kisses her. You guys will accompany me to the church first, Elle commands. Then, after that, we'll go to the studio to record your song, James, Julie says excitedly. Let's get this show on the road, Kate announces. Seriously, Gus and Mason are already in front of the Basilica of St. Patrick's Old Cathedral. Oh, okay. James shoves the food in her mouth. They all head out to do more Christmas stuff and truly embrace the holiday, spending each moment together in the snowfall. Yeah. Acknowledgement. Thanks to my lovely best friend, Elle, for helping me with this story and co-writing the first fall song. She gave me the idea of its melody, so without her, every line would be monotonous. I hope you all have a wonderful, gentle, quiet, and peaceful holidays. Cheers to you. The characters and events portrayed in this story are fictitious. Ah! Yeah, right. And any similarity to actual persons, living or dead, is coincidental and not intended by this bitch. And this is the surprise thing, because, yeah, Elle and I actually wrote a song. We wrote a song about it. Yeah, let me. And then we're gonna end the stream because I'm crashing hard. You know, while I was reading it, I was thinking I want to sleep. Okay. Warm in the cold. You just read for hours? How many hours did I do it? I don't even know. Oh, it's just an hour and a half. I mean, almost 2 hours. Yeah, it is a very short story. Also my very first short story that I've finished. Because most of my short stories are horror. So this is the very first one that is, reading nonstop for 2 hours is not short. Horror? Yeah, it's horror. I don't really remember much of them. Mostly they come from dreams. So yeah. And to be honest, Moji was the first one to heard the song. Because, yeah, I asked maybe we could do a collab song for Christmas, but yeah, we kind of run out of time. But here's the first fall. I hope you guys like it. Warm in the cold, 'cause you have someone to hold on to. Lights will sparkle, a Rockefeller. Coats and sweaters protect you from... Oh my god, I screwed it up. Coats and sweaters protect you from the winter. We watched the first fall of snow, wearing all as they glisten and glow. In the light we see up on and on. We watch the first fall of snow, we see the end of a Christmas show. Friends and lovers sipping their hot choco in their first snowfall. Bells all ringing, the kids singing joyous carols, chimes are tinkling, and houses to houses they call. We watch the first fall of snow, we're in awe as they glisten and glow. In the light we see how it piles up on and on. We watch the first fall of snow and see the end of a Christmas show. Friends and lovers sipping their hot choco in their first snowfall. It's not about the presents and throwing parties, it's about giving you loving, 'cause every time we do it, it'll be like Christmas. 'Cause it's for everyone, it'll be like Christmas. It's cheesy as fuck too. The youth and the old only work together in Yuletide season, but no matter what your race or creed, it's not for flaunting, it's about the sharing. Show some kindness and we might all get better. We watched the first fall of snow, we're in awe as they glisten and glow. In the light we see how it piles up on and on. We watched the first fall of snow and see the end of a Christmas show. Friends and lovers sipping, friends and lovers sipping their hot choco in their first snowfall. 'Cause every time we do, it'll be like Christmas, sharing love, not only just this once. If every day we show some if every day we show some kindness, it'll always feel like Christmas. Not from the first snowfall. Yeah, I screwed that up many times. I don't sing it a lot because it's cheesy as fuck. But yeah, I'm very tired. That was a beat though. Well, thank you for, hanging out with me in this joke of a short story or whatever. It's so funny, stunning singing voice, and then shit, I fucked it up. Yeah, I don't remember the lyrics sometimes in the guitar chords, so I'm so sorry. But yeah, I will see you next year. Yeah, I will see you next year, and thank you so much for a wonderful year. To be honest, I wouldn't be here without you guys. Go get some rest, have some fantastic time off with your family. I'll try. I mean, I think I will pop in and out in Discord anyway, because I can't go out. I can't go on a day without talking to you guys. It's kind of a daily routine now. So I am really grateful for all of you. This isn't Happy Thanksgiving. It's Christmas. But yeah, sharing gifts and everything, but being kind to all of you bitches. Let's ignore the chicken one. No worries. It is Christmas. You need chicken. What is that? Okay. But yeah. Reflecting on this year, it was really rough, to be honest. I don't know why. I mean, I suppose I'm supposed to be like really happy every time I would stream, to be honest with you, but every time I end it, I feel like there's a void that I feel like I screwed up. And the music is fuck up. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel almost every time I stream, so that's why I don't really stream much, because I feel the dread after it. And yeah, I do like to stream and show my goofy side to this kind of, I don't know, medium in a way, because I don't really get to be my true self in front of anyone. So in this real space, you guys can see who I really am. And sometimes it shows on my face. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's hard to not notice when I'm pissed or not. But yeah, I'm really grateful that I get to meet you all. And I'll see you guys next year. Happy holidays. Very emotive expressions. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna miss you guys already. I am not sure, but yeah. I will chat with you on Discord, everyone. Quill, this is sad music. Quill, I'm ending it. I've finished the Christmas special things shit. The cringy ass shit. A cheesy crinkle. Cringe fucking. Ew. But yeah, what I'm hoping for the coming year is, I hope I actually get to finish my novel, because somehow Merry Cringemas. Yeah, because somehow this novel that I'm creating, it puts me down. I don't know, it's the way. I have no idea. It's supposed to be happy. I miss that feeling when I write. I love it, but now it's just I'm dreading everything I do. But I hope that it doesn't really show much when I stream, because I want to hang out with you guys and, you know, kind of entertain you, because I'm the most boring streamer ever. Alright, change of music. But yeah, thank you. And I wish you all a happy holiday, because not everyone actually celebrates Christmas. So yeah, thank you again, and 10 out of 10 boring was here for the whole thing. Yeah, happy holidays to all of you. And there could be, you know, Christmas, I don't know, Christmas movie. I have no idea, but that's kind of like what I am on now. I have no clue. I want to watch Lindsay Lohan. I love her. I want to watch her again. Her comeback. But yeah. Thank you again. I'll see you next year. But I'll see most of you in chat. But like everyone who would actually want to see the VOD, I'll see you next year. And I better, yeah, to get your Lohan guy. And thanks for the stream. Thank you for hanging out with me. Really appreciate you guys. Alright, I am tired as fuck. Okay, bye. Please take care of yourselves. Okay? I'll keep reminding you, by the way. So yeah, I love you all bitches. Now you can see me cry. Alright, bye.